In my entire career of personal training, and also in all the martial arts classes that I took judo for 2 years and I took five animal kung fu for also 2 years. I also did personal training for 10. One thing that stayed consistent throughout those times is to engage your core or bracing. So, what does engaging your core mean? Engaging your core pretty much means to pull in your belly button towards your spine. So you pull it back and you hold it. That's called the drawn in maneuver. Now bracing is when you pull in your belly button towards your spine, but you also engage the back part of your core. So it is an all-around bracing of the core. For the past 3 weeks, I have been engaging my core as much as possible. And mande. No, no, porque ya cené. Okay. But in every single discipline that I studied, bracing and engaging your core was one thing that stayed consistent. So it was always keep your core activated. Do it all the time. Whenever you're driving, whenever you're just sitting down, even when you're eating. Like if you really want to have abs that are toned, that you can see, that you feel confident wearing a shirt that is like fucking like stick to you like glue, and you want your abs to show, you have to draw in your core as much as possible. One thing that I always used to do is that I used to be flexing inside my clothes all the time. So call it a little extreme, but if you want to get like bang and then to just look amazing all the time, you have to be actively and frequently be activating your muscles. Not only because it's literally working out while you're standing or sitting or whatever, but because when you squeeze the muscle, you squeeze the water out of it too. So you make it more toned. Also, one thing that is very important is for you to make sure to eat food. They are diuretics. So when people are competing, I don't think this is common knowledge, but bodybuilders, when they're getting close to their competitions, they begin to eat a lot of asparagus. Depending on the bodybuilder, a lot of times they have to take diuretics or they have to like not drink water. So bodybuilding is can be really dangerous. I know someone that ended up in the hospital because she was beginning to pee blood. Like it was insane, and it was from kidney problem. So what I recommend you to do if you wanna begin losing your water weight, is to eat a lot of asparagus. Asparagus is a natural diuretic, and it's gonna help you get rid of the water weight a lot faster. So the crux of this video, other than to have you to subscribe, is to tell you that there is a lot more that goes on when you're trying to get in shape. And a lot of it is the discipline. Look, getting discipline is not something that is going to be happening from one morning to the next. In the beginning, when I was starting to engage my core, I was engaging it for like 5 minutes or like 1 minute, and then I would like forget, and then I would remember it like later, like 6 hours later. But what that does is that that's normal. It's actually normal for you to forget and then to do it again when you remember. It is a process that takes a long time to get habituated to. So one thing that happened was that I felt a little bit of disappointment. Like, I'm used to always keeping my core tight, you know. And when I got back here, I was engaging my core, but then I would remember like an hour later or three, and I would feel guilt. I'm not gonna lie, I felt guilt because I know I can do better than that. But just like with eating, it's a long process that takes a long time to get used to. Like those people that start eating properly in in reality, they took forever to get what they're at, because eating properly is where you have to change all your habits. And it's completely normal to fuck up in the beginning. It's completely normal. Unless you are like a Navy SEAL or you have a lot of experience with eating properly and sticking to a diet. Only then people are going to be able to immediately get back into 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 the proper eating habits. So it's taken me about 10 weeks to get back into eating properly. Like, literally, I ate 44 flour tortillas in 7 days. I'm not kidding. 44. I literally ate 44 flour tortillas in 7 days when I moved here. And like that workout that I did today was the second workout that I have done, or the third. One, two, was a third workout that I have done in 10 weeks. So it's really important for you, if you let's say that you're trying to get in shape. It's important for you to understand that it's a long process to get to that point where you're super proud of everything that you eat. It is not going to happen from one morning to the next. And it is not because you lack discipline. It's not. It's because you're changing habits, and those habits have to be changed slowly. If you want to change your eating from one day to the next, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna fuck up. And when you fuck up, you're gonna fuck up hard because you're suppressing a part of you. And when that happens, you're gonna feel really guilty, and then possibly you can go back into your old habits. But what you have to understand is that those changes are progressive. So start just with a little bit, and then I mean, start with one change. You can't just start by like reducing something, or reducing how much food you eat or how many Red Bulls you drink. I had a client who, Mr. Marquez, let's call him. He lost 10 pounds in 1 month by only switching from Red Bull to sugar-free Red Bull. That's all he did. And that's literally one habit, and it was relatively easy. It wasn't so difficult to accomplish. Um, so if you just happen to be trying to get yourself back on a fitness wagon, just know that there's going to be a lot of fuck ups in the beginning. And everyone tries to do something really fucking extreme, like no carbs or all keto, so some crazy shit like that. And let me tell you, don't do that because you're only gonna be suppressing yourself. It's gonna make things a lot harder. So like tomorrow within my day, I'm gonna eat flour tortillas and I'm also gonna eat chicken strips. I'm gonna air fry them though, but they're still chicken strips. We're gonna check out the amount of calories that about how many calories it has, and we're gonna do a live tomorrow, a 1 hour workout. And the thing is that I cannot have any music. So it's gonna, let's see what happens. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but it should be fun. It should be fun. I've I'm expecting to get like visible abs and like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and like 4 months. Like I'm gonna be working out every day. And yeah, tomorrow's gonna be our first intake where we do weight and where we do body fat. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Have a good one, and please subscribe if you want to see how this goes. Take care.